Okay, guys, so there's this 12-part series called Who the Fuck Did I Move In With? And y'all keep tagging me to react to it. This girl's name is Kia. If you want to watch it yourself, go here. The rest of you, you're me. Come on.
Alright, so I really didn't want to do this, but I feel like it's time. So part one of Who the Fuck Did I Move In With? When I tell this story, I'm coming with receipts. I'm coming with nothing but the truth. And I'm also coming with some hurt and some pain. Not because the dude hurt me, but because I look myself in the mirror and I'm just like, how did I miss all of these signs when they were right in front of me? So no, I'm not trying to be like Risa Tisa or nothing, but Risa Tisa, I think old boy got a brother. But let's get into the story. I was going to call this story Surviving a Liar and a Manipulator, but
Here we go, guys.
Who the fuck did I move in with got a better ring to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the first receipt and get into this damn story. On May 12th, Mother's Day, I got a DM from a local Florida rapper, right? And all he said was my name. So I'm like, this could be this man trying to talk to me. This could be business. I didn't know really what it was for, but I was not in the whole like mood to be trying to talk to a dude because I had just got out of a relationship. So he says my name. I say his name back. He said, I got a question. I said, okay, what's up? Just ask me. He was like, first one, why you don't follow me back on here? I said, I just followed you back. He said, okay, second one, you got a man. Matter of fact, you married. Boom. That is how we started talking. Okay? That is how we started talking. So, fast forward after we started DMing, that same night he had reached out to me. I'm not gonna cap. I went on his page, and initially I was not attracted to this man at all. Like, he was nowhere near my type. But it was like, okay, he living the fast life. Like, he seemed fun. He seemed cool. He was a little flashy. So, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like, okay, me and him actually could have a little bit of fun.
I hate this story already. She said she was not interested in talking to any man. But then she must have seen his car or a lifestyle that showed how much money he had. And now she's down? Is it that simple? Is this how we pick our men? She even said that she's not attracted to him. Oh, but she was attracted to that money. It just sounds so materialistic.
But I ended up FaceTiming him to see if he was going to be the type of dude to flash money in my face. If he was going to be the one like, oh, like, look at my teeth, all that. I wanted to see his vibe. So I FaceTimed him. And y'all, when we get on FaceTime, he in this big house or whatever, and he eating some freaking Popeyes. So it seems so normal, like, okay, he not even on that flashing money in my face thing, right? So everything I tell y'all that he tells me is a reason why I'm telling y'all what he's telling me. So you have to keep up. So when we on FaceTime, right? I'm like, oh, that's a nice house. He was like, yeah, I stay by myself. Like, I always been living by myself. I've been living by myself and on my own since I was 18. Cool, right? Then fast forward in the conversation, he brings this big ass pit bull dog in the camera, and he's telling the dog to sit, and the dog not listening to him. But he was like, that's cool. Like, he trying to be funny right now. He's screaming, sit. Like, he's telling this dog to sit, but the dog is not answering him. Like, the dog didn't know who he was. But he's like, this my dog or whatever. I done had this dog since the dog was born. And it was a nice build. Like, you could tell he spent some money on that dog. So he was like, yeah, this my dog or whatever. Remember that. So I'm not gonna lie, like, the vibes on the phone was actually cool. I'm like, oh, he cool people. Like, I like this dude. And then, like, my brother, he also raps, right? So my brother comes in the room while we on FaceTime, and he started telling him, like, he rapping stuff. So he like, shit, play your music. So they going song for song, and I just love that he's interacting with my brother or whatever, right? So the first thing he said was like, yeah, I'm signed to Sony. I'm signed to Sony or whatever. And he got his record label, and he's just popping his shit, right? But he's still being humble about it right now. After the phone conversation, I took it upon myself to say, you know what? I actually like talking to you. Let's talk some more. So as we're talking more and more and more, we start FaceTiming a little bit more, and I'm starting to hear like a dude in the background. I'm like, who is this dude in the back? But I didn't ask him that because that's none of my business. But he was just like, man, my homeboy, we stay in the same neighborhood. He always at my house. Like, he ain't got no friends, and he be bored sometimes, so he just stay here. So I just let him stay on my couch. Yeah, okay. Anyway, whatever.
Why he talk about his friend like that? That don't sound like a homie. Also, why do I got a feeling that that's not his house? I don't know, that's just me. And also, when it comes to animals, if I meet a person with a dog and it's like untrained, I feel like it truly correlates to the owner's personality and behaviors.
At this time, I was on the way to my sister's wedding, right? So I had a whole trip planned to go out the country, but my my layover was in Florida, y'all. So this was literally like maybe like a week or two after we started FaceTiming. And he was like, yo, since your layover is in Florida, I'm going to get you another plane ticket. Cancel your plane ticket back home and just stay here so I can get to know you. Like, give me like 48 hours to win over your heart or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know, like, you a stranger. I don't know how to feel about staying in Miami with you and I don't know you.
True.
So after I go do a little bit more research on him, I see that he has a child. So I confront him about it, like, dang, why you ain't tell me you had a child? And he was like, huh? I'm like, you got a baby, a new baby too. And I said, I ain't got time to be dealing with no baby mama drama. I never dealt with nobody who has a kid. I don't have no kid. I don't want to talk to nobody with a kid. That was something I was very heavy on. I don't want to talk to nobody with a child. But he was just like, you ain't got to deal with no baby mama drama. Like, none of that. I said, yes, I am. I already know how it go. He was like, what if I told you my baby mama was dead?
What?
So I was quiet because that took me for a loop. What am I supposed to say after that? So then he proceeds to talk and say, nah, I really don't even know my baby mama like that. Like, I promise you, you would never have to deal with none of that. You probably won't even hear from my baby mama because I don't know her myself. So I'm like, wait, hold on. How you don't know your baby mama? Like, now I'm a little curious. What you mean? You had a baby with somebody who you don't know? So he tells me this story, y'all. So he go ahead and tell me this quick little story about how he met his baby mama at a party. He was talking to them, and it was a group of friends who was intoxicated, and he was like, y'all better not drive because y'all might get into an accident. And then he was like, literally 10 minutes after they drove, they got into an accident. So he felt bad because he spoke it into existence. And so he went to go visit the girl in the hospital or whatever. He went to go check to see if she was okay. And then after that happened, they started texting a little bit, right? And then, you know, one thing led to another. They met up, and they did the do. And they did the do for like about 2-3 times, and then out of nowhere she called him and like, I'm pregnant. And then he tells the story about how he was like, I don't even know you, like we don't know each other, I don't think we need to have no child. And then she was like, well, I could take care of the baby on my own. And he was like, at that point he knew that she was gonna try to keep the baby, so he was like, she didn't want to get an abortion, so she just had the baby. But I really feel like she just wanted to keep the baby because of who I was and what I got. Like, basically, she trapped this man. And since then, you know, like, she had a baby, but he don't know the girl. Like, that was how he kicked it to me the entire time, y'all. The entire time. Keep that in mind, please.
And this is why I keep telling y'all, stop hitting raw. Y'all hitting raw out here. Personally, for me, if that girl got a kid, I can't do it because I feel like once you got a kid with someone, that's kind of like your partner. Like, I'm a co-parent with your ex, basically. And also, like, something's always going to be there between y'all. I don't got time for that.
So, here go red flag that I missed of that stupid story. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Miami with you. We're gonna have a good time. You got 48 hours to win me over. You want to win me over so bad? Show me something. So when I get there, y'all, this man pulls up in a red Corvette, a C8, whatever fucking car it was, but he pulls up in this little nice, fast. It was sexy, not gonna lie. And I'm thinking, why did he pull up in this? Because I knew he had a Hellcat at home, but I was wondering why he pulled up in that. And I was like, why you drive this? He said, I just ain't want to put my Hellcat on the road. I just wanted to drive my other car for a little bit. So he kicked it to me like he got this nice C8 Corvette. And I ain't say nothing of it at the time because I'm thinking he telling the truth. What he got a lot for? Like, this his car. And then I told him I wasn't going to be sleeping with him or like staying the night with him, right? Because I don't know him like that. He was like, what you mean? I got your own room. Like, we got a hotel, but you got your own room. So I'm over here like, oh, he's respectful. This man ain't get one hotel room. He made sure he got 2. He really just trying to show me a good time. He not trying to be disrespectful. So we vibing out. We riding. Like, Miami was cool. And then, like, when I was there, I spent most of my time in his hotel room anyway, right? But I still had my own room. Like, I had everything in there. I got ready in. Like, I was in that room, but not as much as I was in his room. That's truth.
Isn't his house in Florida? Why would he get 2 rooms? Couldn't he just get her room and then go home and then just keep coming back and forth to see her? Or it's making me think that he don't got a house.
So then he's like, I got this whole dinner date plan. I just cannot wait for you to come here. I've been wanting to take somebody here for the longest. It's real nice. You're going to like it. I'm like, I don't have no outfit for it because, remember, I was just coming from a trip out the country. I wasn't prepared for no Miami trip. He was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to take you on a shopping spree, get whatever you want, whatever you need. So we going to this nice luxury mall. I'm like, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not the type to shop at places like this. Like, you don't got to do much to impress me. So all these expensive designer stores, I was like, dude, I don't even know where to start. Can we go to a black people mall? That's exactly what I told him. He was like, yeah, I can take you to another mall or whatever. I'm a Forever 21 type of girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a mad rag type of girl. I will literally go shop in Route 21 and I will be A-okay. So he takes me to this other mall. I get a dress. I get heels. I get a purse. He's like, get whatever else you want. Whatever you want, you can have it. Like, you want some new shoes? I got some new Jordans. Matter of fact, when he picked me up in his C8 Corvette, he already had the new Jordan 12s waiting for me. Like, he already gave, I'm going to spoil you. I'm going to do everything that I can. So, like I'm saying, he's doing everything that's making me smile. And yes, it is spending money on me, but he's giving me this image of him being this big baller rapper in Florida. And he got it like that because, one time we was on FaceTime, he was like, money good. You ain't never got to worry about nothing. Money straight. So we're going to talk about the rest of it in part 2.
It's not about the money and how he's spending it on me. It's that he looks like a rich, clouded rapper that looked like he got it. And that makes me smile. Kia, you got to be careful with men like this. Look, can we talk about love bombing? This is a common technique that people, especially men, use so they can get into a woman's pants. And this is one of the biggest ones. Showering you with very expensive gifts, excessive compliments, feeling things are too good to be true. They can sometimes create a false version of themselves, become whatever you need, greens, beans, potatoes, you name it. Moving in together early, you get it. All my women in here, one of the biggest keys for you to know if you got a good man is when he keeps his word, even the small things. If he says he's a person that does this, or moves like this, or if it keeps contradicting, that means he doesn't even fulfill promises to himself. So why would he do it for you? My baby mama is dead. He went overboard. I know. He's so extra. Once you said he was telling the dog to sit and the dog ain't sit, I knew. See what I'm saying? He was that friend on the couch. Okay, so it's not just me. Watch this be the case.
All right. So I finally get back home. He paid for my plane ticket like he said he was going to do. And we start talking literally every day, all day. I am a full-time content creator. So if I'm not making content, I'm chilling. He is a full-time rapper. So he doesn't have a job either. So we have so much time on our hands to talk so much. We start talking for 24 hours of the day, literally. And then we start getting into family. We start asking family questions. And he was like, I'm not going to lie. I stalked you before I even hit you up. Like, I've been following you since you had the dude you was with. I told you I just had gotten out of a relationship. He said he was following me while I was in my relationship. And he would look on our videos and watch them and be like, I want to be him. That's what the fuck he told me. He's like, bro, she's a good girl. Like, when I was watching y'all videos, I wasn't even thinking about him. I really was just picturing me right there. That's what he said. And then he said, I just love your family. I love the family videos with your mama. She seems so cool. And your dad, he seems so funny. I want to hang out with y'all. So I'm asking him about his family, and I'm asking him about his mama. Like, what's up? What's your relationship with your mama? And he was like, my mama thinks she our age. So, yeah. And I'm just now getting to know my dad. My dad really wasn't in my life. You know, all this story, like, I'm not trying to get too personal, but every detail matters in this case. And then when it came down to his baby mama, like, he said he don't talk to her. When we was on FaceTime, he would have his child, and I would say, why I don't never hear your baby mama in the background? Like, when you drop off your baby or she come pick her up, why don't I hear her? I told you, I don't talk to her. We don't have no communication. I don't text her. I don't do nothing. If anything, if she want me, she know to text me. But we don't talk. I don't know this girl. Then he starts pouring into what type of person she is. She's drama-fied. She's not my type. She's nothing like you. And I don't even know what I was thinking. Like, I swear I love my daughter, but I regret having a baby by this woman. I'm like, look, as long as I don't deal with no baby mama drama, like, I'm already, going against my grain, dealing with you. He was like, you never gonna have to. Yeah, all right. So one day we was on the phone and he was like, somebody just sent me a picture of my baby mama and she looked pregnant. I was like, why is that even your business? Why do you care? And he was like, I'm just saying, I just think I should know if my daughter gonna have a sibling. Like, that's something she should tell me. And I'm like, that's none of your business. So I'm finna ask her. I already sent this to her. I said, you sent that girl that picture and asked her if she was pregnant? He was like, yeah. So I told him he was wrong. He was like, all right, I'm just gonna apologize, right? Keep that in mind, y'all.
As I said, that's why I don't deal with that. It seems like something is still there. Now, for a second, it did seem kind of stalkerish, but I went to her page and she got 500K. It didn't take me long to find her family. I think this is. So maybe it's not as weird as I thought.
Keep that in mind, y'all. Keep that whole conversation in mind. That's how he told me it went. Later on, I found out that's not exactly how that conversation went with her. So as we are talking and getting to know each other and blah, 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 right? This man sends me a song literally 2 days after our Miami trip. I forgot to put that in there. I'm going back because this is very important. He sends me a song, y'all. Oh, my God. And the first time I play it, it's called First 48. I'm thinking it's about killing and stuff. What? You got a song called First 48? Y'all, the song had me on it.
Hey, so she played the song, but I had to delete that part because of copyright. But it's called First 48. And basically in the beginning, he records the phone call between him and her. And the whole song is lyrics of him trying to explain the situation of how he's trying to get her heart during those 48 hours.
So he makes a song about me, about our time in Florida, about how he really want to be serious with me. And he know that I don't really want to deal with him because he got a baby. And I don't really want to deal with him because he's not really my type of my speed. But he's just give me a chance. So he sends me over this song about me. And I'm not going to cap, this shit was hard. And he disses my ex in the song. He disses this man, talking about, your ex fumbled you. He should have played on offense. He trying to come hard about me. I'm going to be better than your ex. I want to just take me now. I will give you the world. All right. So it's called First 48. Look it up if you want to hear the whole thing. So in the song, he giving me my credit. You switch your hair up every day. Your ex fumbled you. You graduated from college. You got that bag. I got that bag. He's talking about he want to spoil me. He want to buy me anything. He's just trying to sell me this fairy tale ass dream. So the song did get me. It swept me off my feet. I was like, dang, a song about me. So he's like, I'm gonna make a music video for this song. How you feel about another woman playing your part? I said, no, baby. If the song is about me, I play my part. So that's exactly what I did. I went in he flew me all the way out to Orlando to play my part in this song.
Okay, I muted this part too because of copyright reasons, but as you can see, she's in the video. Look at them. I do.
I'm glad it stopped on this. Y'all see this car? I hope y'all can see this. Y'all see the car?
I got to see more.
This is the car that he said was his. He owned this car. He got his own Corvette and everything. So that was a lot. Let's just put that clear. I just can't wait to get to that part.
He borrowed it from me.
So after I done shot the video, he gonna pop out with the video. He gonna show the world. So I'm we might as well if we finna pop out, I already know the type of attention this is gonna bring. I just got out of a relationship. I had a public relationship. Everybody gonna be on my neck. This is finna be crazy for me, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you. He we're gonna be good. I got you. You straight. I'm gonna take care of you, all that. So then we just having a random conversation. Here we go with the house conversation. This is what I'm talking about when I say, listen, ladies, when you see red flags, don't ignore them. Don't do that. You're gonna be stuck in a sticky situation like I am in right now. Can't even move the fuck on.
Hey, man, you make a girl a song, you win there. You win there. Look, she's still cheesing after everything was a disaster. The song was hitting. I told y'all about the love bombing. So when y'all start talking to this man, slow down. Don't rush to commit. Don't rush to hit it raw. Don't rush to move in. With this patience, you can see if he fulfills his promises. See if he lines up.
All right, so I'm for my birthday, I'm thinking about buying me a house. Come January 2025, I'm gonna buy me a house. And he was like, why you gotta wait so long? He was like, matter of fact, let me buy you a house. I said, you gonna buy me a house? Me? Yeah, who am I to say no to that? So I'm like, you really gonna buy me a house? He like, yeah, money good, I got you. Like, and so he said, why wait till January? Let's do it now. I said, you wanna give me the house now? And he was like, yeah, but I can't leave. It got to be in Florida. So I was thinking about going to Florida to get a house. I'm just too excited about a house that I don't got to buy. I'm like, yeah, like, let's move to Florida. He kept saying, I don't want to be in Georgia, whatever. So we looking at houses. Every house in Florida, when I tell you the prices was high, but the house was low, baby, I'm getting a box for the amount of a mansion. I don't want to stay in Florida. So I start showing him houses in Georgia, and he like, dang, the prices out here is really good. For what you get. Like, I actually want to move to Georgia. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we moving to Georgia. He like, yeah. And I'm like, I never moved in with a dude. I don't know how to feel. I don't know if I want to buy a house with a man. So instead of buying it, because we were going to go buy a house, he was like, well, we can rent a house. So I was like, that sounds better because it's something temporary. It's just a year. Like, I guess we could do it. And I'm feeling you so bad or whatever. So let's move all the way to, I come to Georgia looking for houses because we didn't want to live in Florida no more.
How did this go from buying you a house to buying us a house? The way she said it was just like too smooth. Didn't y'all just meet like 3 weeks ago? I ain't hear many timelines. She said she met him May. She said she wants something in January. It could have been earlier, but let's say it was January. 6 months? Which I bet it was like maybe 2 or 3. Remember what I said, guys. They already try to shack up together. That's too fast. It's too fast. And I don't want to read one of y'all comments. Well, Derek, I met my husband and we got married in a month. It's been 25 years and it's been the happiest memories of my life. I don't want to hear it. God had your back. But there's no way you would tell your child they should be doing that. Kia.
So, let's move all the way to, I come to Georgia looking for houses because we didn't want to live in Florida no more. And while I hear, unfortunately, my parents get into a bike accident, and I'm on the phone with him when it happens because I get an alert on my phone that my parents got into an accident from Life 360. Download Life 360, y'all. It's gonna tell y'all everything. But I end up pulling up to the scene. I see the whole crash. My heart is pounding. I'm having an anxiety attack. My parents is on the ground laid out. So I'm on the phone with him. He's hearing it. So he's like, I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm going to come drive there. Like, I'm going to be there for you. And I know this not how I wanted to meet your parents, but I'm going to come there because I know it's really bad and da-da-da-da-da. So he ends up coming to Georgia to see my parents. Now, my mom, she real cool people. She knew what was going on. She knew the vibes. My dad was not going for it, y'all. So my mama, she done broke everything on this side. She scraped all up from road rash. My father, he's still in the hospital. He is ribs broken. He's just all destroyed. So when he gets here, he ends up meeting my mom. He got her flowers and everything. But see, my dad's still in the hospital. So he hear that it's a grown man in his house, and he trying to figure out who is this grown man staying at the house, because my mom let it happen. Because like I said, she cool people. She just, if I'm safe, she's safe. But my father wasn't going for it. He like, oh no, I don't know this man. He need to get up out my house. I don't know why y'all got a grown man in my house while I'm not there. Then, I finally tell them when he get home from the hospital, I tell them that I'm moving in with this man, and my dad just go off. Like, he is going off like, you don't know what he might want for you. Men try to control you. My dad's trying to tell me everything a man is willing to do for a house, and that is more that come with just that house. And I'm being dumb, not listening.
That's D. Watkins? They figured out who it was already? Oh my God, not D. Watkins. I love him. Oh, the song would have got me, not gonna lie. Who's D. Watkins? This him?
You better be careful. You better be.
No way. Okay, so she saw the clout. He got the Corvette. He holding racks and racks of money. Yup. And once she saw this, she was sold. Let me look at the comments. Did you see that girl's TikTok? How you fumble her? She was bad as fuck. Oh my God, God ain't stopped making bad bitches when he made her. She missed out. Oh my God, they're going crazy in here. Did you end up paying that rent up for the year or nah? So your mama really beat you and sprayed you with roach spray? What is going on? He dissed her and her mama. Oh my God. This is good tea. This is some good tea.
Surviving a Liar and a Manipulator, part 3. Or, AKA, who the fuck did I move in with? So while he was here visiting me in Georgia, because my parents had got into an accident, we decided to go look at some houses while we were here. We eventually rolled up onto a house inside the same neighborhood as my parents. And we was like, oh my God, I want it. Like, I walked in here and I said, this is the house I want, right? So he like, all right, bet, apply or whatever. Apply for it. He kind of told me exactly how to do it. We renting a house now. We're not buying a house. So he told me every step I need to do. But then he told me that he had a realtor that can make fake pay stubs. So he like, you don't even got to worry about being approved or nothing, because I got a lady who can make fake pay stubs and make it look like you got this and that, and then you'll get approved. Like, I've done it before. You'll get approved. So when a lady ends up looking at my information, she was like, oh, you don't need the fake pay stubs. You make enough. You make enough money, and as long as you have your W-9s and whatever tax forms or whatever, like, you'll be approved. So, like, I guess 48 hours passed and I got approved for the house, and we like, all right, bet, we staying in Georgia. This is where it all gets weird.
Kia, don't what you just said sound crazy? Okay, I see. This is why you upset at yourself. He said that I got a realtor that'll make you fake pay stubs. I've done it before. But he moving around with a Corvette and ICE. People that are making 6 figures a year aren't or shouldn't be making fake pay stubs to get a crib. Like, he don't even have to do that. So it just seems like something's off, either with her story or him.
Where it all gets weird. So once we got that figured out, y'all, when he came to my house, he was having a very bad toothache. This is very important part of this story. He was having a very bad toothache, and he was asking for pain pills. And I was like, Tylenol for a toothache. But he was like, I got an abscess. It's hurting really bad. He needs something stronger. So I'm like, I got some hydrocodone. I don't know, that type of pill. And he was like, nah, that don't work for me. And then, mind you, my parents just got into an accident. So he was like, do your folks got, do they got the little white pills? Because that worked for me. So I was like, them things is strong. We gave it to him. Boom. Why the next day he was like, do your mama got another one of those little white pills? Because my tooth still hurts. And he asked for since the whole time he was at my house, he probably didn't have like 5 of them. And I thought that was really weird, because I'm like, why do you need those little white pills so bad for a toothache? All right. So 3 days before his move-in day, I get a DM from baby mama. And I'm on FaceTime with him when I get this DM. I'm like, yo, your baby mama just hit me up. And he like, oh, probably because you asked to meet her because you're going to be around our daughter. So she's probably just hitting you up just to, see, like, if you cool people or whatever. I'm like, first of all, my rules was I didn't want nothing to do with your baby mama. But if she just coming to make amends, cool. Y'all, I'm going to drop the screenshots of what his baby mama said to me. All right. So she over here, she says, hey, love, when are you free to talk?
Hey, love, when you're free, I'd love to talk. This is Instagram. Of course, my number is this. You can call whenever. The baby mama is basically letting Kia know that her man is talking to her. And he sent pictures of them together. What the fuck? Just like I told him right there, I'm not going to ruin what he has going on. And go be happy. This has to do with my baby. I'd rather go through you instead of him. I don't want him texting me at all.
I'm like, yo, why are you sending your baby mama pictures of y'all? And he was like, remember you said we deleting it out our phone, so I just wanted to send it to her because I just didn't want it in my phone. No, this was a red flag, point 1. I thought you said you didn't even know who your baby mama was. Why are you sending her pictures of y'all on trips in Colorado? And, like, if somebody was to send me pictures, if an ex sent me pictures of us, I'm going to think, oh, you want me back, right? And then she sends me that. So me, I want to know more. So I'm like, shit, call me. So she calls me. When I tell you, his baby mama told me everything I needed to know. She said, oh, he asked me to get a house in my name. I got good credit and he'll pay the rent up, but he couldn't get it in his name. And then she told me he had a house, but he got kicked out of the house because he was using a fake person name. Then she was saying that he was a yerk head. Yerks are the little white pills that I was telling y'all about. So yeah, he was like, she said he had a yerk problem and he's a liar. He don't do nothing for, and I'm thinking she a bitter baby mama, like, but no, she was telling the truth the whole time. So I called him like, yo, what the I told you I didn't want to deal with no BM drama. And he like, she's lying on my grandmother's grave. He loved to lie on his grandma, child. So he was just like, she's just doing that because she jealous that you got stuff going on and she just a drama-fied person. Like, I don't even know that girl and she always did this. Like, she always gossiping. That's all she want to do. You sat there on that phone and let her gossip to you for 2 hours about me. She was telling me tea, baby, tea.
Yeah, hell no. D said he don't even know or talk to the girl. Now we hearing about trips. What the fuck? Y'all got pictures like y'all looking like a couple. Then he want to be like, why you talking to her? Da-da-da-da-da. Like you mad at her now? Nah, that. What you got to hide? Because when somebody do that, especially a man, he start chewing you out because he don't want you to talk to her, because he don't want you to know what type of shit he be on. Then D calls her a liar, but it seems to me that the white circle thinks is checking out. He might have a problem. He using that sore tooth as an excuse. And also, if you just this rich motherfucker, why he not using his dental insurance? Why don't he just go to his doctor and get it handled? Something ain't adding up.
But anyway, I had already signed the lease, and I had brought the lease to my mama or whatever, and she was like, why his name not on the lease? And she was telling him, put your name on the lease so you don't feel like you living with her, like this is your house. So I'm like, why you not putting your name on the lease? He was like, nah, because if you ever wanted to kick me out, I just want you to feel comfortable. Like, this is your house. Like, even if you kick me out and I do something crazy or you don't want me living there, I'm going to still make sure I pay up the lease or pay up the rent for a whole year because I'm a man of my word. So since he was going to pay the rent up for the year, I thought, like, shit, all right, cool. Like, if you cheat on me or if you lie to me, if you do some stuff and I don't want you living with me no more, you can leave because my name is on that lease. Okay, y'all. Who the fuck did I move in with? So I'm like, if you gonna move in here, what you gonna do with your house in Florida? He was like, I got that taken care of. I already paid that up. I'm gonna have my brothers stay there if they want to. You ain't gotta worry about the house in Florida. Like, I got that. I said, what you gonna do with your dog? Since you already got a little dog, I don't want to bring my dog because, you know, he too big and it's just a dog. Like, I'll just give him to my brother. Right. So now, I'm like, this was a red flag. He has to have a U-Haul, but all his stuff is in a storage. But it don't make sense because if you have a house there, if you've been living on your own, why is all your belongings inside of a storage if it's not in your house? Red flag. I knew something was wrong with that. Child, it's time for him to move in the house.
Kia, oh my god, bro, you was getting played. Now, the argument about why his name wasn't on the lease, it's kind of a valid argument. You barely know this man. So if things go sour, it'll be good that his name's not on the lease so that you can kick him off the premises. You don't want to be trapped with this man you don't know. And then just get a check from him that pays off the whole year. That sounds right. Now, this whole time I was thinking he was going to keep the house and then move in with her, but just kind of go back and forth. I did not think he was moving all of his furniture over to the other house. Why? You have a house already. Then you're just gonna give up your dog? Like, fuck him. What? Kia, I know you are so mad at yourself. So many red flags.
Child, it's time for him to move in the house. He moved in. Everything was just so freaking sweet. I'm like, yay, you know, we finna have like playhouse, happily ever after. We finna have fun, make content, cause he was a vibe. You feel me? Like we was having fun. That's what he portrayed to be. No, when he got there, he had a whole stuck-up attitude. I was like, what the hell are you? Like, it was like a whole different version of him. The day he moved in that house, oh my God, he changed. He was not that person on the phone. He was not that person in Miami. He wasn't even that person that in the music video. He changed. I'm like, let's go, you know, go to the city. Let's go have some fun. Like, we just moved in. Just chill, like, relax. Like, he started getting snappy at me. And I'm like, okay, I'm not thinking nothing of it. So then he started bringing up his tooth hurting again. And I'm like, you ain't got no insurance. Like, go to the dentist. He don't got no dental insurance. So you know what I did? I was like, as a woman, I'm gonna make sure you get some dental insurance and some medical insurance because you don't need to be out here with no insurance. I set him up an appointment to go to the dentist and everything. Whole time his tooth hurt. Do your mama got some more of them white circle pills? I'm like, let me ask her. You know, she just got in an accident. You know, she need them herself. She's in real pain here. So I go ask her. She gives me a whole bunch of like a whole bunch of those circle things, right? And I give them to him, and he's like, I don't know what these are. Like, I gotta look up these. These not the same as the last ones. So he told me he sold them things, and y'all, the next day I was cleaning the kitchen, and I looked in the back of the drawer, and the same pills he said he sold and got rid of was hiding in the back of the drawer, like he was hiding them. Oh my gosh. So this started to make me wonder, like, was his baby mama right about his problem?
You thought she was lying?
It's not making sense, but I didn't say nothing to him. I kept that in the bag. I keep a lot of stuff in the bag until it's time, right? All right, y'all, I gotta go to film rehearsal real quick, so, hey!
Oh, Kia. You thought the baby mama was lying? Or I guess you was so in love you was trying to give D the benefit of the doubt? But it's just crazy because everything the baby mama was saying was lining up. I can't believe you went back over there to get him some more little circle things. She is so mad at herself. How many red flags do you need? She's just like, yeah, I'm gonna put that in the bag. Like, bro, there's too much in the bag. The fake pay stubs was the red flag, but the pill thing should have closed the casket on the relationship, baby. I swear, I said, that's why I said something's wrong. Sometimes the mother of their child truly be trying to save you from heartbreak because the family will sit back and watch you be played all day. It's easy to notice red flags when you're not in the situation. True, that is true. Okay, guys, I'm invested. I'm gonna go watch 436 real quick, and I'm gonna post it. All right, as I always say, what do you think about this?